It's something about doing a curly hair video that like makes me kind of nervous because I feel like so many people have so many different opinions about it, and like it's just a whole lot of.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ashley. You should definitely subscribe before you head on out. Today's video is going to be a super requested one. Ever since going natural, you guys have been wondering how I'm getting my curls to look the way they do. My hair is definitely still super damaged and in the recovery process from all of the damage I've put on it in the past few years, but I feel like since going natural, I've definitely come up with a routine that gives me really nice, defined, moisturized, healthy looking, shiny looking, just really poppin' curls. And you guys have definitely noticed, and you've been asking me how I've been doing it, so I'm here to give you all the goods. I'm going to tell you all the products I've been using, the technique, which I think is honestly the most important part, how I style my curls and how I kind of get them to be the shape that they are is very crucial. It is a little bit time consuming, but these curls do last me for a good few days. Like I can definitely get like a whole week out of these curls if I take the proper precautions to like keep them looking good. Just a little bit of a refresh every day for some frizz, but I can definitely get these curls to last me a long time, especially with some updos later on in the week and all that. So I feel like you guys are really gonna enjoy it. So yeah, if you're interested in learning how I get my 3B super defined, super shiny, healthy looking curls, then please keep watching. Okay, you guys, we're starting off with freshly washed hair. I was gonna show you me in the shower, but to be honest, I couldn't figure out how to set up that camera with nobody else home to help me. So I figured I would just show you what I use, because washing hair is washing hair. I don't really do anything super interesting. Like I shampoo, I condition, or I put in a mask. The only part that you should really know about me in the shower is that I do finger detangle while I'm in there with the conditioner or the mask in my hair. I finger detangle. For the most part, my hair doesn't get too tangly, so I don't necessarily need a brush, or like, I don't know, I don't have tons of like super long hair at the moment, so I can get away with finger detangling with like my conditioner or my mask in when my hair is like super soaking wet. But if you can't, then honestly, I don't think brushing with a brush in the shower is going to make too much of a difference, because I brush when I get out of the shower, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I should tell you how I do it. So I do finger detangle when my hair mask is in my hair, but I want to show you what I've been using. So for the most part lately, I have been using this Dove Color Protect. This is their first ever sulfate free line, and that's my one rule about washing my hair. I never ever put sulfates in my hair, because my hair just doesn't like it. It just gets too dry. My hair is just too dry and damaged. Like sulfates just strip it of all its natural oils, and my hair just does not like sulfates. So any shampoo I put in my hair, sulfate free, always. So I've been really liking this. When you see this video up, I have already done an Instagram campaign with Dove for this product, but this video isn't sponsored. But I wanted to come on here and tell you this is actually what I've been using, and I actually really love it. So it's the Color Protect line. If you guys know, a few weeks ago I did the Overtone Espresso Brown Coloring Conditioner. I've done this once again since, because it did fade out. It is just a coloring conditioner, so it's not going to last forever. Whether you use a Color Protect shampoo, whether you use whatever, it is just like a color mask, so you're gonna have to redo it. I got about 2 shampoos in, and I was like, okay, time to do it again. But your hair might be different. But I will say this makes my hair feel super duper soft. It doesn't strip it at all. It gets it really nice and clean. It has a good amount of suds, especially for a sulfate free shampoo. I don't really care about suds as long as it's cleaning my hair and my hair doesn't feel stripped after. But if you are into that kind of thing, I know some people think that if there's not a good enough foam, then you're not getting your hair clean, which is not true at all. You really don't need that in your hair. It just strips your hair. It's a whole mental thing. It's like, I would say that that's the case for like when you're washing your dishes. If there's no suds, when you're washing your clothes, if there's no suds, then it's not going to clean. But for your hair, don't necessarily think that. I have some other shampoos in my shower at the moment too, but this has been my favorite. I use less of the conditioner because most of the time when I wash my hair, I go in with a hair mask. And the hair masks that I've been loving, this one from Moroccan Oil is the Restorative hair mask. This is just like a travel size, because I did actually end up using my whole big jar. Like I had the big jar of it and I used it all up. So I started using this travel size because I had it around. Love this mask. I'm pretty sure it has protein in it. Yeah, it has protein in it. So it's really great for damaged hair. It makes my hair feel really nice and smooth after. moisture. It washes out. My hair is like silky. Some other masks. This mask I got last week in Target. I just wanted to try it out, so I got the little packet, but they do have the big jar. This is the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Treatment Mask. I also love the shampoo from this line from Shea Moisture. I had that over the past year, and I had been using it not when my hair was curly, but while my hair, like while I was doing all my blowouts and stuff. And I really, really, really love this shampoo. I think actually next time I go to Target, I'm going to repurchase it, because I have to say, probably my favorite shampoo ever. Like, you wash that out of your hair, it gets your hair really nice and clean, but you wash it out and your hair feels brand new. Like, it just feels, my hair has never felt so soft after shampooing it. That the shampoo in this line is amazing, and you guys should definitely get it. But I also really, really, really love this mask. This is also a protein mask. And then lately, used this twice already. This is the Garnier Fructis Damage Repairing Treat. This is the 1 minute hair mask, and this makes my hair feel amazing. I actually used this today. Makes my hair feel amazing, so I do really love that. But yeah, that's all the stuff I've been washing with, and then when I get out of the shower, I just put it up in this microfiber hair towel. I mean, most of the time I do my hair and then I do my makeup like while it's air drying, but since we were doing this video, I went ahead and did my makeup while my hair was in the towel, so it's still pretty damn wet. Like, I don't think I really need to wet it anymore. But also, this is the overtone after one wash. So it's not really, it's the tiniest bit faded, but not really at all. It does have like a very red undertone, which is why I decided to redo it, because my hair was like straight up looking pink because it was fading with that red undertone. But yeah, this is my hair, nice and wet, ready for product. Okay, so first and foremost, what I do is I put the product in my hair in sections. So I'm going to section off this bottom layer down here. And I kind of like style in sections too. Like, I don't put all the product in sections and then go back into the sections and like style it. I basically just do it like layer by layer, kind of similar to how I would do like a blowout. So I'm just gonna tie up this section with a little hair tie. And then, so lately I was using another leave-in conditioner. I was using the Aveda Damage Remedy, which I really love, but that ran out, so I needed a new leave-in conditioner. So the other day I went and picked up this Pattern Beauty leave-in conditioner. Shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross, love you girl. I picked this up at Elsa the other day, and I used it the last time I styled my hair, which was a few days ago. Loved it. It feels amazing. So I'm gonna take about this much, a big old dollop, and just put this in my hair. I feel like I could have taken a bigger section. Yeah, actually I'm gonna take a bigger section. I don't know why I sectioned off so little. So I kind of do like the lock method plus a gel at the end, and I've just started incorporating the gel. I didn't used to do it, but I was finding that I wasn't getting like enough hold in my hair, so I was like, let me find a good gel and incorporate that into my hair. So you'll see that in a second. But basically I just kind of rake it through my hair and try to get it as spread out as possible, but to ensure that it's actually spread out, we're gonna go in with a Denman brush. This brush is key to this entire video. If you don't have a Denman brush, go get you one. I'm gonna link mine that I got on Amazon down below. It's the black one. I don't think it actually makes a difference. I just thought this one looked cuter, so I got the black one. I know people say not to use this to detangle, but you'll see. I mean, I feel like with curly girls, there's so many like rules and regulations, and it's like I kind of follow them, but not all of them. Like, some of them I'm like, okay, you're being so extra. So using this brush to detangle, I think is fine, especially if you've already finger detangled in the shower. I really love this to brush through my products because I feel like it evenly distributes them a lot better than just my hands. So that's that on that. It's something about doing a curly hair video that like makes me kind of nervous, because I feel like so many people have so many different opinions about it, and like it's just a whole lot of. So next up, for my oil for the lock plus gel method, I use the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter Reconstructive Finishing Elixir. It's basically like a spray, and it is very heavy. But when you have curly hair, I feel like my hair can never, ever, ever get greasy. So I just do a few spritzes of that and then quickly brush it through just so it can evenly distribute. That's that. And then next, for my styling cream, I've been going between two. I've been really liking this hydrating styling cream from Moroccan Oil, but I found that it's a little bit too light for me. Like, I get a little bit of frizz when I use this. It's like a little bit too light. So I actually have gone back to the Carol's Daughter Curl Defining Butter, which I used like in one of my first curly hair videos, but I was using way too much, and I've perfected my technique since then. So now I use less. I use less. So for like this section, I'll use like this much because this stuff is thick, you guys. Like, look at that. That is thick. And basically, I'd like to get it in the root. I know people say don't put product in your root, but my roots need it. I'm not about to have any undercover frizz up in this bitch. I need everything to be tamed. So it is very thick, and I'm just basically like getting it all in there. Focus a little bit more on the ends because these ends were previously blonde, so they're definitely the driest part of my hair. Brush that through to make sure it's everywhere. The gel I've been using is this one from curls.biz. I don't know, I got it at Target and it was $17. Like, I didn't realize how much it was, and then I got to the register, I was like, okay, I guess I'm doing it. But I have been liking it. This is the Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Jelly. And I like it because it doesn't give you too much of a cast. It gives you hold, but not too much of a cast. And I refuse to have crunchy hair. Ooh, that smells delicious. It smells like blue raspberry popsicle or something. It smells delicious. So yeah, same thing as the other products. Just rake it through your hair. And this is gonna add, the curl defining butter actually gives you pretty good hold too, but this is gonna add more hold so that you get more longevity out of your curls. They keep their shape for longer. So obviously you can see when I brush out with the Denman brush, my shit is straight because I am still damaged. So it takes a little bit of training, my curls. So that's when we go into the next part. Now that all of our product is in our hair, we're gonna go into shaping our curls. Okay, so now that all the product's in our hair, we're gonna go into shaping our curls, and this is what we use our Denman brush for. So I'm just gonna go split my hair down the middle and the back, and you're gonna be doing this for all the different sections. So you're also gonna wanna have like little banana clips or, you know, claw clips available just to help you section. So you're gonna get a section, oh, that's my necklace. You're gonna get a section, brush it through, and then you're gonna flip your Denman brush upside down. And this is very important. When you do it the other way, it does not work. And you're going to basically start twisting your hair around the Denman brush. And it has to be upside down so that the curl kind of forms around the handle. And you're just gonna keep twisting, keep twisting, keep twisting until it comes out. Give it a tiny bit, little scrunch, like just push it up once and leave it. That's it. That's how you shape your curl. And you're basically just going to do that to every section. And my sections are, I've been making my sections smaller lately because they just dry quicker. And I go in kind of like alternating directions. So like the last one I went away from the face. So this one I'm gonna go towards my face. And this is gonna give you like some, you know, variation of curl shape and stuff. And like I said, just twist, 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 keep going all the way down until it falls off the brush handle. And look at that beautiful ringlet. Obviously, they're super clumped together, but this is going to help them form their shape, especially if you have damage, like you're still in the recovering stage. You don't want to do the big chop, but your hair still needs a little bit of help and training. This is going to help you. This is like literally teaching your curls how to curl again if they've been straightened and heat damaged and bleached and, you know, just lost their curl pattern. This is going to help a lot in helping them like form their shape again. So this one I'm going away from my face, like I said, alternating, literally just brush through and keep twisting. And for some reason, I've tried it with the brush not upside down. You just got to do it upside down. It forming around the handle is like what really helps it like keep its shape. Another thing about doing this is it's going to keep all of your curls together and forming so that no frizz there's no flyaways, there's no chance for frizz because you're clumping your curls together, and they're going to keep all of that product in there. It's going to make sure that there's no flyaways that have a chance to frizz. It's just going to keep everything a lot nicer and shinier and beautiful. Okay, so that is the bottom layer done. Now I go ahead and just take any clip, just because I'm like anal about keeping sections with their own section, and I just clip it back. Do it very gently so you're not like messing with the curls at all. Once you form these curls, you want to keep them in their shape until we do our little separation at the very end, but you want these curls to stay in their little ringlets as long as possible without any disturbance. So now we're gonna go on to the next section. I'm gonna take this part, just this like front crown section of my hair, and this is going to be our last section. So I'm going to tie this away, and my hair is getting a little bit dry, so I'm just going to take my spray bottle and just wet, because the ends are getting dry. My spray bottle, my diffuser, like tools and products will all be linked down below for you guys, so don't even worry about it. Everything will be super easy for you guys to find. And we're going to do the exact same thing. So leave-in conditioner first. Get a nice big dollop. Also like to make sure I focus on like the front parts and also right up here, because I find that this very crown part of my hair tends to get the frizziest for some reason. I don't know if it's because I'm like not concentrating product on it enough or like what it is, but I just like to put a little extra product there just because I know that's where I frizz. Next up, we want to use our oil. Do like an extra spritz in this front section and also on the ends, just to keep it shiny. After the oil, we go in with our curl butter, and then finally some gel. Not too much, but not too little, because you do want to get that hold in there. Make sure you get the under section too, like make sure it actually touches like every single hair. Now once that gel is in there and you have combed it through, you can go ahead and do your little curly sections, forming them with the Denman brush the same way we did on the bottom layer. Super important to keep it clumped together. That's where the magic happens, is in this little clump right here. So I found this technique. I was like going through a binge of curly hair videos on Instagram. Like I literally just looked up the hashtag like curly hair or like curly girl method or something. I can't remember what the exact hashtag I looked up, but I was looking up curly hair videos on Instagram, and I can't remember. Honestly, I didn't even save the video to like be able to show you guys, but I saw somebody doing this with their brush, like forming their hair into these clumps, and I was like, that sounds like my kind of thing, because I love, like my favorite thing about having curly hair is when your hair is all nice and dry and you find like one random perfect curl. I was like, I need my whole head to be random perfect. Like I need the whole thing to be perfect curls. How do I get that? And this is how you do it. This is the method. I remember growing up, like my aunt would do banana curls on me. I don't even remember, like I was so young when she did it that I don't even remember like the process of how you do it, but I have to look it up and like see if this is what a banana curl is, because they kind of resemble it. Like before you separate them, they definitely resemble banana curls. I don't even know why they were called banana curls. They had nothing, like they didn't look like bananas. And then this front part, I like to really like flatten, like my baby hairs. I like to really like press them together with the other hair, because those are finer and kind of broken from all of the damage. So I want them to be like, that these are the parts that are most prone to frizzing on their own and kind of being flyaways. So I like to just like press them together so that they adhere to the other hair, so that they stay in check, you know? You can also kind of vary the sizes of your sections. They're all generally the same size, but you can make them a little bit bigger just to give yourself some variation, some differentiation in like the shape and the size of your curls and stuff. But generally, the smaller you make these little sections, the quicker it is for your hair to dry. I do not recommend air drying with this method, because it will take an entire day. Like straight up, it'll take an entire day. Because we're clumping all the hair together, it's so hard for like the inside of these curls to get dry. So you need some heat. You need a little bit of heat to help you speed up the process. Okay, so this whole section is done. Now we're just gonna basically do the same thing up top. So I'm just gonna clip these to the side. And I usually like do this part like forward. I don't know if it really does anything, but I feel like it gives me a little more volume if I like comb all of this forward. So leave-in first, then I did my oil. Now for my curl butter. I don't know why, but I just said curl butter and this that Drake and Nicki Minaj song popped into my head. Chocolate fillet with the truffle butter. Did I miss something? Oh yeah, my gel. Imagine this was the clump. We just left this like this. Tragic. Okay, so now, so this part, I like to make sure that like up until like here, I'm doing like either side so that it has like an even distribution of curl. So like this part, I will take this section, brush it up, and then go back this way. Just because I found that if I do like one big clump in the middle, it's just hard when you like go to separate and there's like all the curl over here and not enough hair on this side, you know? So just kind of evenly distribute your sections. Okay, that one came out really bad. And then one over here. Kind of like you're round brushing your hair, but wet with a Denman brush instead of like a round brush and a blow dryer. And then I think I want to do a side part. So I'm going to side part now, do this section this direction, and then all the other sections this way. If I was doing a middle part, I would just go back and forth between each side. And this top section, I tend to just do all of the sections away from my face. I actually think this little section I'm going to do this way so that there's not so much hair. It's kind of like mapping out your curls, like where exactly you want them to fall, what shape you want them to be. And then last but not least, our little bangs section. And I want these away from my face because they just look pretty that way. Okay, so now that all of our sections are complete, most of the time I do this, like I form all of my curls and then I go ahead and I do my makeup and let them air dry for a little bit. But since my makeup's already done, we can just go straight into diffusing. You're gonna need a blow dryer and a diffuser. This diffuser I got on Amazon, and this was the recommendation of Mains by Mel, who is an amazing channel and I have grown to fall in love with. Like literally that girl has taught me so much about my own hair in the past month and a half than like I ever knew about it in my entire life. Like literally her channel is iconic and the best curly hair channel on the internet, I believe. If there's a better one, I haven't found it yet. And we also have pretty similar hair type, so it's really helpful for me. But she recommended this diffuser and I love it because you can adapt it. So it's just like this little silicone thing. So it adapts to basically any hair dryer. This hair dryer is from Irresistible Me. Love it. It is so powerful, so amazing. But also it's got like the claws that like hold your curls. You can actually in here this thing twists, so it can actually like you can control more how the air is coming out. I usually do the most amount of heat because this kind of takes a while, especially in this like this technique takes a while to dry. But here is the trick: when you diffuse your hair, do not immediately go ahead and scrunch. This is what Mains by Mel taught me. You want to do like the hover technique. So basically the same way when you go to the Dominican salon and you sit under the hood, like the hood dryer, and it's just heat coming at your head. It's basically that without having to sit under a dryer for a long time. You basically just want to hover heat around your head and let it dry that way. And that's because you don't want to disturb these curls that we just shaped so perfectly. Like you want them to keep their shape until they form that cast, and then we can go in and scrunch. And I only really scrunch just to make sure that the middle of the curls are dried, because I don't really want any shrinkage, to be honest. Don't really love shrinkage. Want my hair to be as long as possible. So I don't really like to scrunch because I don't want shrinkage, but I do kind of like hold it under so that the air can get in the middle of the curl and fully dry it, because you do not want to separate your curls until they are fully dry. It'll just defeat the whole purpose and it just won't work. So anyway, now I'm gonna go diffuse. It's probably gonna take me about 25-30 minutes. I know that sounds like a long time, but honestly this is, I mean, my hair is gonna last the whole week. So it's just, you know, wash day is just a process, and then once you're done with wash day, you're good. So I'm gonna turn my blow dryer on, high heat, high power, and I'm just gonna hover. So basically I usually do like this side and then this side, so I'm just gonna hover over here for 5 minutes, switch, go back and forth. Okay, you guys, since you last saw me, I have finished diffusing my hair. I let it air dry for like the last 10 minutes because I went downstairs and had a snack. Also, the sun has set, which is super annoying because it's literally only 5 p.m. So hate that for me, but my curls are pretty much completely dry. Ugh, these back here are a little damp, but I'm kind of over this video and I kind of want to just get through it. Okay, now it's time to separate our curls. They have a little bit of a cast, like mostly these like front curls, which is from it's honestly from all the products, it's not just the gel. So now I'm gonna take the Moroccan Oil Light. It's the light because I mean, it's meant for fine or light colored hair. Basically, they sent me this one in PR, so this is what I use, but I also like the regular one, which I've used. But basically just gonna take a pump of this in my hands. If you're wondering what this is, I just got, in that time that I last saw you, the Tati beauty palette just came in the mail. So I was swatching one of the shades and oh my god, they're beautiful. Oh my god. Basically rub that between your hands and then starting from the back, I just basically start pulling apart the curl so that they're not in a clump anymore, but they're nice and wrinkly still. Love it. And then with the oil on your hands, that's gonna help break the cast. And it's also just gonna add some finishing shine. So I literally just like pick the curl apart in tiny little sections. Pick it out into like little curls. And I do this with my hand. Don't rake it through, that'll cause frizz. So you basically just wanna take each clump and just start breaking it apart. And this is gonna give you obviously all of your volume. But because we've already like formed the curls into their shape, it's going to keep its shape and its shine and all of it. And I like to go from bottom to top just so I make sure I like get every curl. There have definitely been times where I've like forgotten a curl and then I go out and there's just like one big clump in my head. And honestly, might seem like a lot of oil, but my hair can take oil for days. Truly never gets greasy. I also, after like we're all done, I will go ahead and lay my edges just because they look a little frizzy. I just like to smooth them down a little bit just so my hair looks a little bit neater. Okay, so these are my curls right now. I'm just gonna clip them back so I can lay my edges real quick. Super easy. I'm not like the best at laying edges, to be honest. Put that back. I do have this edge brush. This is called the Baby Tress. I got it at Envision Fest this year. They were selling it for like 10 bucks and it's the cutest little thing. It's basically like a little brush on this side, a little comb on this side, and then the end is like a little like pointy end so you can like really shape them. And then the edge wax that I use is just Murray's edge wax. Simple, cheap. It was like $5 and it's a huge thing. So I basically just take a little bit of edge control and I just kind of, instead of doing like section by section, I just kind of put like a little layer along all of my edges and then shape them from there. Like I said, I am not the best at laying edges, so please don't come for me. And then I usually start here and just swoop this down, do another one right here. They don't have to be perfect because they're kind of going to be hidden anyway, but I do like to get them down because it just makes my face, like it just makes my hair look neater. And also try not to like fuck up your curls with the little edge brush either. I just style it how I want. Lately I've just been kind of like swooping this up just to get it in my face. I hate when my hair's in my face. But if you want more volume up top, you can like pick it out and stuff like that. I am not the biggest fan of like a lot of volume. It stresses me out having huge hair. Do you know what I mean? Like this is big enough hair if you ask me. As you can see, they're nice and shiny. They're nice and healthy looking. This is bothering me actually. Let me just smooth. Definitely soft. There's literally no crunch in here whatsoever. Everything is really nice and soft. Dry. This is definitely gonna last me the whole week, especially if I sleep with a bonnet on top of it. It's gonna last amazingly. I'm gonna just clip this right here. That's a cute little style. I just clipped it right there. I would like to figure out how to elongate my curls a little bit because my hair is on the shorter side still and I would love for it to look longer. Like when my hair is not curly, my hair is like halfway down my back. It's like right above my bra line, I would say. It's really long, but obviously like when you have curly hair, it shrinks. So I would love to learn how to like elongate them, but we've got nice little ringlety Shirley Temple curls, no frizz, lots of shine, lots of bounce, and no crunch. super important. So yeah, you guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I know a lot of you have been asking me about my curly hair routine, so I needed to bring this video to you. As I said before, everything that I mentioned in this video, tools, products, everything is going to be down below. So if you're interested in buying anything, they'll all be linked down below for you guys to find easily. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you have curly hair, and if so, what your favorite curly hair product is, because obviously I'm still new to this. I still am definitely experimenting with products, so I would love to try your favorites. Let me know down below. Give this a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe if you're new here. Before you head on out, I love you, and I will see you in my next video.